What is up, guys? This is Michael Williams from Cartoon Universe, and today I wanted to discuss the parallels between Steven Universe and Dragon Ball. And no, I don't mean the multitude of Dragon Ball references throughout the series, I mean similarities between the plot and the characters themselves. Believe it or not, a lot of people have made comparisons to these two shows many times before, so I figured I'd see what parallels I could find and compile them all into one video for you guys, because the Steven Universe theory faucet is looking pretty dry. Anyway, let's get started. So obviously Steven Universe and Dragon Ball, specifically Dragon Ball Z, are very different shows. Steven Universe is soft, personal, and character-driven, while Dragon Ball has had its fair share of emotional moments. It's been prominently focused on action, growing stronger, and never quitting, and most of the main character interactions have been centered around these themes, with varying motives, of course. So yeah, these shows don't have all that much in common on the surface, but dig a bit deeper and you'll find some resemblance. First off, Steven actually reminds me a lot of both Goku and Gohan. I believe he's more like Goku in character, but more akin to Gohan in terms of story arc. Now Steven's more bright than Goku, but they have one really big thing in common: their empathy for others. Throughout the entire Dragon Ball series, Goku always tried his best to make friends with everybody and see the potential for good no matter who it was. The biggest example that comes to mind is at the end of the Saiyan saga, when Krillin was about to kill Vegeta, who just minutes prior was trying to kill everyone. Goku urged, nearly begged Krillin not to kill him and let him live, saying he deserved a second chance. And while it may have taken a bit of time, he was actually right. Vegeta abandoned his old ways and is now part of the Z Fighters. If it weren't for Vegeta, there are some situations that Goku and the rest of the crew wouldn't have necessarily been able to handle on their own. As he was killing Kid Buu with the Spirit Bomb, you know, Buu, the universe-destroying monster, yeah. He only wished for him to be resurrected and turn into a good guy. And it doesn't stop at Vegeta or Buu. Out of the current main cast of heroes, not counting Dragon Ball Super, about 10 of them used to be an antagonist in some way, shape, or form. Remind you of someone? Yeah, Steven is very well known for his high level of empathy. Lapis and Peridot both used to be antagonists, but now they're practically full-fledged crystal gems, and it's all thanks to Steven. Steven even tried to help Jasper, who seemed pretty much hopeless, but although we can't say for sure at this moment, I think he may have been able to get through to her. Obviously, Steven's realizing he can't get through to everyone, but that's something Goku realized with Frieza as well. At the end of the day, both Steven and Goku are happy-go-lucky, fun-loving, and pretty innocent characters. Now, what about Steven's connection with Gohan? Well, his story arc fits pretty similarly. Both Steven and Gohan have latent abilities and level of power that are yet to be realized during the introduction, and they improved over time. They both have outstanding parents who they feel they have to live up to, who both happen to defend the Earth. But they were both raised primarily by their human parent. Oh, did I mention they were both half alien? Yeah, they're both half alien, but they mostly were raised/hung around their human parent and their parents' friends. Pearl's a lot like Bulma in the sense that they're engineering geniuses who can get a bit naggy. Then there are Amethyst and Krillin, who both are used as the comic relief, getting bodied on a regular basis, and both act as more friend or sibling type characters rather than a guardian. And of course there's Garnet and Piccolo, who serve as the more put together, more serious characters who truly help their respective characters reach their full potential. Hell, there's even a direct reference to Piccolo through Garnet in Garnet's universe. Oh, and they're both two different people in one body. They've also been defeated by the hands of, wait for it, two aliens who landed on Earth looking for a fight, who both happen to be from the planet of each character's respective parents' home planet. Oh boy, that's enough. Also, both Steven and Gohan's love interests, Connie and Videl, start off as pretty normal humans, but end up getting swept up in the mess of their respective characters' fantastical and supernatural lives. Steven and Gohan both have weird pets too, with Steven's being obviously Lion and Gohan's being Icarus. Not really sure what happened to Icarus though. He probably died during the time skip. Anyway, what else is there? Well, there's the obvious plot device that is fusion. I touched upon this a tad in my top 10 fusion episodes video, but Steven Universe and Dragon Ball Z handle fusion much differently. With Dragon Ball Z, it's a flashy way for two characters to become more powerful, and in my opinion wasn't really used to its full potential. Hopefully that'll change in Super. That's not to say Dragon Ball's fusions weren't cool, but quite the contrary actually. But I think it's really cool that Steven Universe not only makes fusion a more prevalent force in the story, but also goes deeper into the characters that are actually fusing, and uses fusion as a means to do so. Now, are there any other characters in Steven Universe that fit the mold of a Dragon Ball Z character? Well, there's Jasper, who many are saying remind them of Vegeta, and I'm inclined to agree. Both Jasper and Vegeta are borderline obsessed with power. To them, one's strength is put above everything. Even now that Vegeta is a good guy, this mindset still shines through. Nailed it. It's just something that is embedded in his character, and both have had similar moments of opening up to the main protagonist at the time of a great defeat, explaining why they are the way they are. It's also been speculated that Jasper will be redeemed and join the Crystal Gems at some point. If this is true, then it would fit perfectly for Vegeta's character as well, especially since that would make both characters the hardest to convince to fight for the more righteous side. And much like Vegeta, I can imagine Jasper having a difficult time warming up to the group, even more so than Peridot did. So yeah, we know that the Crewniverse has been inspired by a lot of anime, and I have no doubt that they drew much of that inspiration from the Dragon Ball series. But that's pretty much all the parallels I could draw between the two. What do you guys think? Anything I missed? Any other series you think we could draw some parallels to? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, and go ahead and follow my Twitter too while you're at it. Thank you very much. As usual, I want to give a shout out to our amazing patrons. Thank you guys so much for your support. Please consider checking out our Patreon in the description below or at the end of the video. It really helps out the channel, and you can get some really sick perks. But anyways guys, I've been Michael Williams, you've been watching Cartoon Universe, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.